Got you a new hammer.
Morning. Just pulling into the farm here. Hoping we can get started earlier. There's a little bit of dew on, but I don't think it's terrible. So I think we can get going. Get the combine started up, get all the trucks fired up, and the grain cart, get everything warming up, and yeah, see what happens. Looks like BJ's already here. All right, I've been getting a lot of questions on why we're demoing so much equipment and all that stuff. Well, almost none of it has to do with YouTube. The combines. The Case combine, like I say, it went to multiple people in this area. We only had it for a couple days. The Claas combine, same deal as a new combine. Our dealer's just taking around to all the customers they can while they have it. The sprayers, same deal. Those were all things that had to do with people that were interested in those particular machines. But I'm not even going to pretend that this has nothing to do with YouTube. We have this tractor for 50 hours. Ohio Ag brought this down yesterday. It's an MT 875. I believe this thing is like 590 horsepower. It's the most horsepower I've ever had in a tractor. I don't know what we're going to do with it. I know we're going to hook it up to the grain cart, and I don't know if that's it or if we're going to do anything else with it. I would certainly imagine that it would pull our Turbo Max just fine, but it does not have a 3-point hitch or anything like that, so we can't run a 5-shank ripper with it. That it would also pull just fine. So we've got this thing for a little while. Ooh, it's got a nice big camera mount. There we go. Feel the power. Alright, I'm sold on this tractor strictly because it has a nice place to mount my camera. Big question is, how easy will the U-Harvest be to run through that display?
Concern is just a lot smaller screen.
Yeah, that was one of the main downfalls about the older AGCO tractors, was they didn't really have a very good display. The 1000 series kind of took care of that. These tractors haven't been updated yet, but I believe that is coming. Now we are going to play with this tractor some more, but with the rain coming, we're probably not going to mess with it today. Whoa. There we go. That's how we do it. During the rain delay, we'll probably hook this thing up to the grain cart and make sure everything's going to work with it. But for now, we're just going to park it over here and look at it. It's still really clean. So if anyone would like to bring like a 40-foot piece of tillage equipment for the next 50 hours, we have something that'll pull it. I wonder how well it'll go over one of these telephone poles, or electric poles. Yeah, this tractor is actually pretty similar to the tractor Dad had. Dad had a 765, a row crop version of their 2-track machine. The cab is basically the same thing. I mean, this one's obviously a lot higher horsepower, wider front end, or wider hood, bigger axles, stuff like that, but operates basically the same. So we are fairly familiar with this layout of the tractor, except for him.
Not a clue.
Me and BJ are playing with the tractor, and Dad's over here working. Story of his life. Well, it's a mild miracle. I think we're going to get in a cornfield before 9 o'clock. We'll start moving trucks down. George can't get here until later. Larry's on his way, but the field we're doing is relatively close to the grain bins. I think Larry will be able to keep up just fine. So let's get something done before it rains. Dad's cleaning his cab out. That's how he does it, with a leaf blower. Open the door, fire up the leaf blower. It actually works really well. BJ's over here doing daily maintenance. Hey, you parked your grain cart right beside a groundhog hole. I almost broke my neck last night locking the door on this thing. This field that we're heading to, I'll take the heads off to get there, but we have to go through a couple fields. This is why I like that ripper, because we're packing the crap out of this ground, come back in here and bust it up later.
Morning, folks. We are actually getting halfway decent early start this morning. We are moving fields at what they call the depot, and I'm kind of lost. This place is a maze if you've never been back here, which none have. Got some directions from Bob Brown this morning. You just follow the main road back and turn them. There you are. Okay. Good to know, Dad. Hopefully we get where we're going. We'll update later.
Morning, everybody. We are opening this field up. Got a dew on yet, a little tough. As you can tell, I got a slip plug that hit the auger here. A bunch of fodder in it. I'll show you. Running backwards here. These augers where it folds has always been a problem. It's tough, wet stuff. Up there where it folds there, space there on this side there, that auger's got a little bend in it, the end of it. You might help fix that. On the edge of the woods there, you can see what the deer and all the wildlife do. Ain't much hair on his head.
There was some talk of starting on this field last night after dark, and now that I see the daylight, I'm kind of glad we didn't, because this is all one field, and I don't know if you can really tell, but there's like a cliff in the middle of this field. This will be my first go around here, so I couldn't imagine going 10, 15 mile an hour through the field with a grain cart and dropping off that bad boy. See what I mean? I'm on the top of this precipice, and there goes Dad below me.
See how dusty it is? It's plenty dry.
Well, the fodder is definitely wet. I don't know if you can see out on the head, but it's wet. And I'm really having issues feeding. Fodder's pretty tough still, I guess. But rain's coming, so let's see what we can do. Hopefully we can get something done. Alright, the altercations we made to this head the other day, they really helped the units that weren't feeding very well. Well, when it rains, we need to do it to the rest of this head, because right now this fodder is tough. I have to open my stripper plates all the way up, which, if you don't know what stripper plates are, those are the plates on the head. They basically can control how wide of a gap for that stalk to go through. You want to run them as narrow as you can so you don't lose as much corn. I have to basically open them all the way up right now to get this head to feed, because the fodder's kind of tough. Or I can run 1 mile an hour, keep them closed. If I open them up, I just lose a bunch of corn. So this is very frustrating. It's taking forever. Trying to lose as little corn as possible while being as efficient as possible, and then it's just not working. Dad's head, his seems to be running a lot better. I mean, he's actually going full speed, so that's a plus. All right, finally got the field opened up, going back and forth. Dad's on that side up. This won't take long now. This field had a lot of end rows and a lot of tree lines, so wasn't a whole lot around those end rows. A lot of deer damage. This corn that we're in was actually planted with the white planter that we planted the crop tour with. We had just a little bit of corn left in it after we planted that field, so like 3 days later I came over here and mudded in about 10 acres, and that's what I'm doing right now. And Dad planted the rest with his planter. Ideally, we wanted to see if the downforce and all that stuff on that white planter made much difference, but I don't know. Like I say, it was pretty muddy when I planted this, but crops seem to be okay. I mean, the stand's fine, so I don't know. It's hard to tell how it affected it. All right, there's 30 acres before 11. Not bad. Let's move. And we do have to unhook to head to the next place. At least I do. I just fold up and go, so it will take a little bit of time. Hopefully, it's not raining when we get there. All right, Dad, he's already heading to the field. He just folded his head up and he out of here. But we're going ahead and dumping trucks. I got to unhook. BJ's going to help me move, and then we'll pick up Dad, and we should have a bin load. All right, status update. Dad's harvesting at the next field. BJ just took the grain cart down there to him. I'm unhooking my combine, then I'll take my head down there and pick up BJ. He's gonna leave the cart there so Dad has something to dump into. And then we'll bring my combine down and I guess a pickup or a semi. And then we'll see what we can get done before this rain hits. But it does appear that it is going to rain. All right, rain looks like it's about an hour out. I did not know this, but Dad has to go pick up my aunt from surgery or something in roughly an hour. So, one combine, yay! No George today, no time today. Quick lunch. Since Dad's leaving, I'm hopping in his combine.
Huh. He was going to stick his GoPro in there, but I think he just threw it over in the corn. Interesting.
How you got copy?
Nice to be in a corn head that's feeding all right. I think we're going to end up getting this field done before the rain gets here. Only got about another acre and a half or so. Then we've got 20 acres on the other side of this ditch. And that's all the corn on this farm. So maybe we'll get it today before it gets moist. All right, I'm starting to get hungry. I'm running on coffee and kids' Halloween candy. But hey, we got 55 acres done today, and it's 1 o'clock. Well, just dumping the last of this field. Lunch is here, but the rain's here. It's just starting to rain. I just looked at the radar. We're about to get hammered, so we're gonna get this on the cart, get folded up, and skedaddle. Head to the barns. It's supposed to rain for like 2 days. That is so much easier than unhooking. Hey, Big Mama. Oh, you brought the rain and the food. Yep, it's raining. Crap. Still got more done than I thought we would before the rain started. So. Trying to get everything tidied up before this rain sets in. Trying to get the trucks dumped. Want to get the dump covered up over at the other grain bins. Get under the dryers, swept if we can. We are drying some corn here. I'd like to get that done before this rain really hits hard, but we'll see how it goes.
About time you came to work. I just ate lunch at 2 o'clock because you weren't here.
I hate it for you.
Like we nailed it. Well, unless we have a lot more strong storms than I'm expecting, I don't think the tarp's gonna blow away. Alright guys, that's going to be it for today. Looks like it's going to be just light drizzle the rest of the afternoon and all day tomorrow. But we got plenty of rain day things to do tomorrow. I think we're going to get that hooked up to the grain cart. Got some knives to change on my corn head. Probably shuffle some grain around. Got to dry some corn. So there'll be plenty to do tomorrow. But for now, we're going to go home, call it a day. A lot of people have been asking how many acres we have left. By my calculations, we have 550 acres of corn left. And with the double crops and what I'm calling in-between crops, like the wet holes that we got scattered out that we planted into beans, we have 400 acres of those. So we have roughly 950 acres left to go. So, yep, thanks for watching. If you like what you've seen, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Brian's Farm Views, Facebook at Brown Farms, and we'll see you in the next one.